Hey, welcome to Rust Revival Garage. Got kind of an easy one, hopefully today. I'm installing a Tach in my 1985 C10 Silverado. The square body's got a brand new Blueprint engine 350 in it and a 700 R4 from Gearstar. And I kind of want to make sure I've got all the right gauges. The Silverado package came with just about everything but the Tach. So I picked up a cheap little Equus Tach from Amazon, and I want to get that installed today, so let's get to it. Alright, so here is my Tach. It is a Equus 6086. And basically what I need to do, this is the mounting bracket. It looks like this will go on the steering wheel column. This looks like a pad for that. Comes with a lot of the electrical connectors. I think that is in order to tap into a more modern Tach wire, but I basically can use this one to connect it directly to my HEI distributor. So let's see if we can put this thing together and get it to work correctly. Alright, so I think the first thing I want to do is get the wires, and this, nope, I need to put this on first, then this, because it's got to go through here into the back of the Tach. Alright, so there's the top, and I'm just going to make sure that the bracket is near the bottom. We can hopefully adjust this as we get it ready to install. Could basically mount it here, but I don't know. We've got to be able to do the column shift. The column is right here, and that moves. I could maybe do it back here. That might be the best place for it. I just wouldn't be able to see the gear shifting, which not a huge thing. I pretty much know what gear I'm going to be in, but hopefully, again, I'm worried about putting this big massive screw, which I'm assuming that's what this is for, down into the column. Alright, so yeah, it's possible. I just don't know what all is in here. I know that these things are just packed full, but I just don't know for sure what to screw into. Got all the turn signal components here, the lock, cylinder, everything else is in this area. This is for the shifter. Maybe I can do it down here. But I think I want to use a smaller screw. That one just seems, that thing is about this long. And going down in there seems kind of scary. Hell, even drilling down in there is going to be hard to do because of the angle. It'd be much easier up here where I can actually come in and drill in. But, alright, let me see if I can figure something out. Actually, I just checked it out. I did the shifting, and I can't put it here. I was thinking this was separate. This is all one piece. So, in order for me to mount the Tach, it's going to have to be up in this section here. And I just don't know. I know that there's a lot of things stacked in here. I've seen a bunch of videos because I need to replace my turn signal because the turn signals aren't turning off. The dimmer switch is not working. There's a whole lot going on that I need to get in here. So I've actually looked, and there's just so much stuff in here, and I'm just not sure about drilling down into this. At least something long, but it's going to have to be in this upper section here. Okay, so I basically found a self-tapping screw down here that I think was used to hold on the ashtray, and I can basically mount right here. Not crazy about this location. It looks kind of janky next to the others, but at least it's down here out of the way. I'm not going drilling holes into the steering column, and I'll still be able to access it. Hopefully I can also run the wires back down through there so they're not out of the way and running down through the column. But I think for now this is going to work. So I've got it basically mounted here. I can get the wiring out of the way, so it's not terrible. For now I can live with it. Let's get some of these wires straightened out. So I've got a little spot up here where I've got other wires running out. I'm going to run the green one through that spot. So basically this is a little area here that I've got wires coming already out, and I can hopefully sneak the green one out through here too. Okay, so my green wire is out, and I'm going to run it over here, and I can plug it into, there's actually a port on the HEI distributor that says Tach. I'm going to cut the line right about there, attach that electrical connector on there, and just slide it up in. Nice if I didn't drop it. Okay, so I've got a good connection on my wire. Just need to see if I can somehow get all the way back in there to install that to the distributor. See if we can't make a little room. Easier said than done getting down in there. All right, I think I've got her connected. So yeah, it just basically goes up in here. Tuck that wire down a little bit, and we should be good to go. When it comes to these, this wire is for my lighting. This is the white wire that I need to hook up to my, I have the other gauges on a red wire that comes over and it attaches to my instrument panel up in the fuse box. So that way the tack light will only come on when the dash lights are on and the headlights. And this is the power wire that I'm going to need to connect to something that's only on when the key is on. And then, of course, the black is my ground. I've got some other grounds from the gauges up in there. I should be able to attach the grounds in there. And then hopefully I can get these other wires hooked up to attach for my power in the fuse box. All right, so a bit of a mess of wires right now, but I tapped into the wire that ran the lights for the other gauges, and then I also tapped into the power that went to the voltmeter. I've actually got a video on installing the voltmeter and the lighting if you want to check that out to see how I installed that. But basically I just tapped in my power wire from the Tach into the volt wire that ran up here to the radio. Right, let's see if I can get it right here. So basically I've got power to my voltmeter and now to my Tach into the radio fuse. Up here, I've got the instrument lights, and I tapped into the light for the tachometer into the same lights that I use to power the lights from my other gauges. So basically everything's running lights, so only when the headlights are on should the Tach light turn on, and I should have constant power with key on because I'm in the radio fuse. So hopefully I'm good to go. Let's test it out. Oh, I almost forgot. Basically, most of these aftermarket Tachs come set up for 4, 6, and 8 cylinders, and I just realized I did not check to see what this one is set for. It's usually on the back of the Tach itself. There's a little switch that allows you to go 4, 6, and 8. So let me see if I've got that one set up for an 8-cylinder engine. Good thing I checked. It's actually, here, so you can see it here, 4, 6, and 8. Hopefully you can make that out. 4, 6, and 8, and I've got it set to the far left, so it was on 4. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. There's 6, and there's 8. So yeah, now it should be set on 8 cylinders. All right, let's test it out. All right, so I've got the engine running. Here's my Tach's working. Now let's check to see, does the light work? Yay, the light works. All right. So it looks like I've got a good running Tach, but let me test it. I'm going to drive this truck around a little bit and make sure it's got good readings. Alright, so we got the Tach installed. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm not the electrical person. I think a lot of people do fear it, but sometimes you just got to get out and give it a try. But got the Tach installed. Not a big, long, complicated video, but like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if I got something wrong. Thanks very much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.